caught a lot talking to myself. I guess that is an embarrassing moment. Okay, when it comes to embarrassing moments, my first memory comes from I was going to Ernie Powell Elementary School. I think I was in 5th or 6th grade. I had a friend named Sarah. We had a bully, and she was known for, like, if she hit you, she'd give you a black eye instantly. Like, so no one messed with her. It was like, no, it's not happening. I'm not gonna mess with her. So she ended up picking on my friend Sarah, and I played Captain Save a friend. So I I don't know why, but I stood up to this girl, and she ended up following me nevertheless. So after school, because I didn't want to fight her, I was like, no, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm smart, so I don't want a black eye. She followed me with like 15 other kids behind her, and like a mob of 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, I assume. And followed me all the way to the front. When I got to the front, I'm pretty sure, like, Yvette, at this time, I was the counselor. I love that girl. She broke it up and, you know, told them to leave, and they dispersed. And I'm pretty sure I cried. I'm pretty sure. So that was one embarrassing moment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so while we're on YMCA stories, I have one. I actually never told anybody this. Like everybody knows that I went to YMCA, but I never. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but okay. So one day we went to YMCA, very good like daycare, because we took a trip to Power 106 one day, where they were asking questions, and I was a very sheltered child, so I wasn't able to listen to Power 106 like that unless I just heard it over, like, you know, my uncle's house, somebody's house, something like that, you know. So I didn't really know these questions they were asking to get these free DVDs, and these DVDs were like Scooby-Doo soundtrack or something like that. So I wasn't really amped. Like, I really wanted this. Like it was some kind of soundtrack or CD or something that I really wanted. So nevertheless, I didn't get any of the questions right because I didn't know anything. So he had this CD, this little boy, I forgot his name. He won it, and I took it. Like, he left behind, and I was like, oh, now it's mine. So I think I put it in like my lunch pail or something like that. So his sister was raging mad. His sister was like, where is my brother's CD? Where's my brother's CD? He could not find this CD, so she like went through everybody's stuff, and she found it in mine. And she knew I didn't win one, so she's like, it was hers. So that was embarrassing. These are gonna be all over the map in age differences because I'm just remembering them as I go. And the next one I remember, this was recent. This had to be at least like, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. No, like this had to be like 3 or 4 years ago. I was in El Pollo Loco or Del Taco, I believe. Del Taco, El Pollo Loco, one of those. And there was this really cute guy. It was this cute guy, and it was me. It was like I was on a booth. We were in a booth. It was me and my 2 friends. I was sitting in the wall on the booth bench, and my 2 friends were sitting at the tables. And on the other, like, his friends were like back to back with my friends, and he was sitting on the other side of the table by himself. So I pretended I was on my phone because I really wanted to take a picture with this guy. I go to my camera and I go to snap the picture, and the flash was on. So, bow. He sees it and he's like, oh snap. I was so embarrassed. Okay, that was actually pretty embarrassing though. Like, I forgot. I didn't even notice how embarrassing it was until I just started telling the story. Never did that before again. I don't even trust the flash anymore. Don't even trust it. Because that was so embarrassing. The next one. Oh, okay. I have one. This one was more recent than the last one. And this one was at work. I was sitting down in the chair, but we got up to stretch. And as I sat back down, my chair was nowhere to be found. Like, to this day, I think it was a coworker that, like, lifted the chair from under me. He swears to this day it wasn't him. But, whatever. Yeah, but I fell. It wasn't really embarrassing because at that point in life, I was past, like, that kind of embarrassed. Like, that kind of embarrassing is, like, more of, like, laugh it off, move on with your life. But the picture thing, that was traumatizing. That was, like, traumatizing embarrassing. So I was like, oh. I have embarrassing moments that I dare not share on here. I'm trying to find a good high school one. I really am, man. Well, I have a lot in high school. We're gonna go through these really fast. My mom bought me a Rockaware shirt, but instead of a C, it had a K. I wore it because I didn't really notice it, and I got talked about. I slipped on a planner when I was in an altercation with someone. A physical altercation, should I say. I got a ball thrown at my head. A bird pooped in my head. I had an embarrassing moment just a few days ago. When I was doing my hair, I had this side out. And, like, every time I went out, I wore a cap, of course. You don't want to show that. So, go outside real fast to the car, and I forgot that I didn't have the cap on. And this guy was coming out the other apartment. And he looked back, and he's like, oh, shit. Like, and he was like, oh, And I was like, what the heck? Just a person, And then I realized that this whole side was just, like, out, but this side was all, like, decked out. But anyway, so that's all I can think of right now. I'm pretty sure I have other embarrassing moments, and if you guys know any embarrassing moments that I've had, of course my family has embarrassing moments, like when I was hit with a basket by my mom, so they called me Basket for a while. But yeah, so share your embarrassing moments, or share embarrassing moments that you know that I didn't say, and you're like, oh, I know this embarrassing moment about Latiera. So if you know any embarrassing moments about me, or you have any embarrassing moments, just like comment or write them down, or make a video.